Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Thomas is out there with Troy. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf at the four-man position. And for the Mavericks, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there with MP. And it's Lively in its center. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Traore. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Outside Irving. Back to MP. Now, Flagg. Davis setting the pick for Flagg. 6 to shoot. The 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Mavericks. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Back to Lively. Outside Irving. Here's MP. Rebound, Brooklyn. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Here's Thomas. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Now, here's MP. And that one's good. Flagg.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flagg is a player. You have to run off that shot.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They set the screen. Here's Thomas. Good defense by MP.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double. I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that. You know, MP's starting to look good there from the mid-range.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 9-point game. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
MP looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving, good.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. String of games for him, your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Here's Claxton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Off the run. Traore can't hit. Mavericks leading by 12. MP with it. Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Thomas. Over MP. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
Lively. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 6th assist on the night. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Chicago. Pass to Traore. Now Claxton, lively defending. The kick out to Williams. A 3-ball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Claxton is always around the bucket. No surprise he gets to the offensive window and makes good use of it.
MP outside. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavs.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Traore. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Great open look there. MP's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Wolf. No scoring in this one. Thomas, it's a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. From D. Thomas, it drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. checked in. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Wolf. Here's Traore. Here's Claxton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Right side Davis. From downtown, the shot, no good. Thomas finds Williams. Back to Thomas. Nets passing it around. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Thomas. The Mavericks pull it in. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Traore. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
Nets trail by 19. Outside Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Outside Irving. Takes the 3. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Brooklyn with the ball, and this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Thomas gets the bucket.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
The drive by MP. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
First personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Free throw good, MP.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
1:03 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Demon. To the paint. Here's Timmy. The Mavericks pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, a wide open look, offline with his three. And so here is Dallas, and Marshall kicks to MP. Fade away. Again, the Mavericks score.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Klay Thompson. Najee Marshall's out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Russell. And it's MP in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Demon. And it's Russell with the rebound. Dallas has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Here's MP. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Demon. He's guarded by Russell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitehead. Off target from outside. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Russell left side. From outside the arc. The rebound by Demon. The net shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Johnson can't hit.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Back to MP. Shoots from the high post, and it's Dallas with another.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
MP against Johnson. Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Can they get it? Rebounded by Gafford.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at MP, he's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Dallas making a switch here. Flag is checked in. Over to the wing. Pass to Traore. And here's Wilson. Inside. Here's Thomas. Makes it off the glass. Thomas got 12 points in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Dallas.
To the inside. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by MP.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Wolf. They set the pick. Outside Wilson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's MP. He's got 36 to the middle. And Gafford throws it down.
Daniel Gafford sets a solid screen, gets off it quickly, and gets a bucket.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Offensive rebound. Here's Traore. He's guarded by Russell. Clowney nails the wide-open jump shot.
Assisted by Traore.
For Dallas, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Thomas against MP. Shoots the 3. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Dallas.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
They set the pick. Here's Traore. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Thomas against MP. Going inside, and MP throws it down.
What a tremendous finish by the young MP. This guy does exactly what it takes to get the contact drawn.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Davis is checked in for Dallas. Irving comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Free throw good, MP. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Irving. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Boy, the shot clock near 0. There is no doubt Irving is connecting there. He seems very assured in low clock situations.
The 3 from Thomas. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got 7 points for the quarter.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Here's MP, and Dallas again with the bucket.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Over MP. Makes a big night bounce and goes in. Thomas got 19 points.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach. And Jason Kidd said, Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached, to understand the game at the highest level, and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Kevin, back to you.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Thomas gets the bucket.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Irving passes to MP. Pass to Flank. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
See who gave from flag there. An effective play for this team.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And yes, it's good.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
The Nets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. The shot by Thomas. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thomas got 13 points now in the quarter.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And here is MP. And the layup falls. MP's got 48.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Thomas's shot is off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
MP outside. 5 on the clock. A shake. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Nets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Thomas outside, bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 26.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Davis with a screen on Thomas. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's good. And he has 28 points for the game.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Pass to MP. Here's Flag. At the elbow, Irving. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Davis with the jam.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
The Nets shooting about 42% so far. Here's Traore, covered by Irving. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Again, the Nets for 2. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's MP. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Thomas gets the bucket.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Now, MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. And Gafford throws it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
From deep, Thomas, and the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 35 in the game.
He is scorching the team, exploding offensively.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Red line! Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Nets.
Instead of rebounding, they're just watching. So annoying.
Yeah, we thought this might be a weak spot for them. But come on, man. You got to compete.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And the Mavericks with possession. So for Brooklyn now, Torrey is out there with Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 4. MP passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Right side Thomas, always going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
Here's Torrey. Inside, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Pass to Flag. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 7 points for Cooper Flag.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
It's Thomas outside, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight, and finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Outside Thomas. Williams kicks to Thomas. Cranes the three-pointer. Thomas got 38 points.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Davis dishes to MP. Pass to Flag. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. And Flag gets it to go on the assist by MP. Flag's got 10 points. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Wolf, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Good work there as it goes. 16 points for Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Williams passes to Thomas. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets.
He is just self-willing this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Traore. Now here's Thomas. Another three for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Outside Thomas. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wolf. It's Thomas outside. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Count it good. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Up top, Claxton. Here's Traore. And it's Flag with the rebound. Pass to Davis. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Thomas with it. He's got 44. Now Claxton. Now here's Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Flag. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Outside Williams. Pass to Thomas. They need this. Mavericks with the rebound. The 17-footer. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Traore. 5 to shoot. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Traore's got 11.
Come on now, that's easy money.
And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
So it's the Mavericks now. To the paint, here's Davis, and another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Outside Thomas. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. To the inside, and finished off by Lively.
Well, Lively is a great combination of size and finesse. Sets a great screen and creates offense off it.
The Nets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Wolf. And here is Thomas. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's MP. Irving finds MP. With the fadeaway. Yet another bucket.
And it's hard to even fathom, but he's coming up on the all-time mark for 60-point games.
It's stunning, absolutely stunning what he's achieved. A one-man offensive powerhouse. Pass to Wolf. Down low. Here's Claxton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Right side, Williams. They get it back. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Najee Marshall comes in for Davis. Thompson, he's checked in for Flagg. And it's Russell in for Irving. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Cameron Thomas. For three, MP grabs the miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Torrey. Good for his sixth make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
2 minutes.
And here is MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. Thompson with the bucket.
How about Klay Thompson? A career average of north of 40%. You better get a hand up when he's in three-point territory.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Williams looking around. Torrey gets the bucket. Torrey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the bucket from MP.
My goodness, what a move. He left the defender in the dust.
Then effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Pass to Torrey. Over Russell. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies. You come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's Torrey. He's guarded by Russell. Torrey can't hit. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Johnson outside. Pass to Torrey. Over Russell. No good from the low block. MP has been leading the charge for Dallas. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Caleb Martin. Russell is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Demon. And it's off from three-point range. A floater. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Christie, he's checked in for Martin.
Christie.
Thomas against Christie. Outside Wilson. Pass to Thomas. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Outside Wilson. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Demon. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Launches a three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Demon laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Gafford passes to Russell. And no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Thomas, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
That one drops for him. Christie's got his first 2 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Thomas. GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
There's Thomas with the 3.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn.
Nicholas Claxton.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Clowney. It's Thomas outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Looking to end the run. Thomas, no luck.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
You know, Doris, we know how good D'Angelo Russell is now, but how about having to play his high school team?
No kidding, Kevin. Let's just talk about the fact that he and future MVP at that time, Joel Embiid, were on the same team in high school. How would you game plan for 2 NBA players if you're another high school team? Stop it.
Real good, Russell. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Here's Traore. Pass to Thomas. And stolen by MP. Now Marshall. MP outside. Back to Marshall. Another possession, another assist.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a passing display like this. He has total control of the offense, near the fourth most assists in a single NBA game.
The assists just keep adding up. A historic night in passing the ball.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Now MP. Just 4 to shoot. To the wing right side. Russell. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
The Nets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Traore. He's guarded by Russell to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Dallas. Russell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dallas moving the ball around. MP outside. And again, another assist.
And this man keeps dropping time for the fourth most ever in an NBA game.
The vision and the passing from him, just unreal, guys. Pass to Traore. Inside, here's Claxton. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Assisted by...
That's now 8 points for Nick Claxton.
There's a reason Nick Claxton has led the league in field goal percentage at least once. This guy is able to get easy looks.
Thompson outside. Thomas against MP. And another assist.
And with that assist, he now has the 4th most ever in a game.
I mean, he's been magical with the rock. He's reading the game with such ease. Here's Traore. Pass to Wolf. Buries it from 3-point range. Wolf got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
And Thompson kicks to MP. To the middle, trying to find Marshall, and gets it to him. Kicks it out to MP. Now, here is Russell. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Russell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Traore, and that one drops.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
MP with it. Back to Russell. The tray, and another assist for him.
Yeah, tack another one up for him as his assist totals continue to climb.
And GA, with all the assists he has so far, he's got a good look now at catching up to the 3rd most in a single game. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Thomas got 46 points. MP dishes to Thompson. Now, here's MP. Pass to Marshall. Back to MP. Out to the right wing. Russell from long range. And again, Dallas with the 3.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Burnett shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Outside Williams. Thomas against MP. Here's Traore. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Back to MP. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
So no problem for Dallas.